Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your monthly reading. So, this could be interesting for Gemini suns, Gemini moons, Gemini risings, or any particular Gemini placement you have in your chart. Could help with that energy. However you found this reading, I'm just really glad you're here. So, let's jump in, Gemini. Let's get into it. Before any cards flip out, okay, just remember to bounce all messages off your own intuition, your own inner knowing. You know yourself best, right? You're the expert of you, and you have your own connection with divine energy. My reading, this is supposed to come alongside you, okay, and assist you in gaining a greater sense of clarity about something and provide a confirmation or validation to you. But don't make anything fit, okay? Take what you want and leave the rest. So we've got the Page of Cups coming out. Feels really tender. Like, you know, there's something you're cradling that you don't want to break, right? You know, this nest to keep the eggs safe and warm. Yeah, I heard the word fragile. Seven of Cups. Confusion, wondering. Yeah, wondering. That's the energy. Knight of Cups. Being very heart-centered. A lot of Cups energy here, Gemini. Big feelings. Deep feelings. Uncertainty. But growth potential. These eggs are going to hatch. They're going to grow. But there's a sense of anticipation, right? When you're looking at the egg, you're like, when is it going to hatch? When is it? I also heard, what is it? So there's a lot of emotional exploration here. Very heart-led. Gemini, you're following your heart. And it may feel confusing right now. But you're onto something. You're onto something. Yeah. Birthing a whole new reality. Nursing these eggs to hatch. This is very encouraging of yourself. Like, it's a soft voice, the Page of Cups, but it feels like your inner voice to yourself. Like, it feels like an inner dialogue. It's softer. The pages are intentional as well. There's things that you're, you know, moving towards, things that you're doing, things that you're trying, things that you're learning. I heard trying a different tone. Yeah, this is very nurturing energy. You're nurturing yourself. You're coaching yourself. And you're cultivating something too. You're creating something. Something is being born. It's very abundant and prosperous and delicious with the Empress here. Very empowering. You're attracting it in. It's like, it's magnetizing. Three of Cups. So, more Cups energy. This is about just, there's this I heard the song Let the Good Times Roll. Yeah, let the good times roll. Three of Cups is connection, community, celebration, just like socializing. There's a lot of potential with the Seven of Cups here. There's a lot of, like, it's very, again, there's an element of confusion here, a little bit of like what's happening. But there's trust, and keep trusting yourself, Gemini. And it's good to reflect too, to check in with yourself, like what is happening, what's working, what's not working. But yeah, interesting. It's magical too. Like, again, there's something, it's magnetizing. I feel like there's a certain energy that you're magnetizing and that you're calling in, that you're desiring. By embodying that very energy, Taurus kind of touched on this kind of energy too, just in a very different way though, which is interesting. So Taurus reading might be helpful. So Temperance came out. Okay, there's pace to this. There's an alchemy to this. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's like you're, kind of a trial and error kind of energy here. But I just saw a stove. You're cooking something up, Gemini. You're cooking things that you are making it happen. It feels like there's a certain how do I put this? I'm hearing the word leap. Well, going back to these eggs is anticipation. There's a sense of waiting right now. Waiting. Being in kind of a certain, that kind of limbo-y energy. And like when to leap. What? Oh, sorry. Got a low battery. Yeah. And that can be a frustrating place to be. It can cause like kind of just like, oh, like what's happening, right? But Temperance is kind of come back to yourself, come back to, you are the alchemist here. And with the Seven of Cups, there's a lot of options that come with the Seven of Cups. And yes, it can feel overwhelming, but when you bring yourself, back to yourself and you start to explore these different opportunities, you explore these different options, explore these different intentions, visualization, dreams, all of these things come with the Seven of Cups. What do you want? What are you wanting? This is the time that you can just explore, and that can really help you hone into, the directions that you want to go, what it is that you want, and like really bring it into clarity, bring it into focus. Because the Empress is an energy of birthing new realities and cultivating them and expanding them. Empress is an attractive energy, an attractor. Like this is where I'm getting that magnetizing energy. Very wise and makes really like intentional moves and has learned a lot. Okay, applies the wisdom that has been learned to these, whatever it is that the Empress is growing and cultivating and nurturing and also protecting, creating. Two of Wands, yeah, like the directions they will reveal themselves. So as much as this place is a frustrating place to be, it's a really great time to just feel it out, right? Feel it out. It's okay to feel kind of like fragile, like really like nurturing this new, you know, like being, you care a lot. You care a lot about this. There's a lot of love and yeah. So combining all of these things, the temperance, also that you are, you know, protected. You're safe, loved, and protected, Gemini. You know, the temperance talks about the alchemist, and the alchemist combines different elements in order to create gold, or like the philosopher's stone I've even read. You know, like really playing with all of these different elements, and, you know, being present takes, you know, a presence and a patience. Patience is something that comes through with this card, as well as energy. Patience when exploring what that like combination is. Eight of Swords. Yeah, I definitely know that this space of waiting, you know, waiting for those eggs to hatch, really keeping them safe, making sure that they're like, and coaching yourself along. This feels like, I feel like there's this very like soft but powerful, loving inner voice that you have with yourself. It's almost like, you know, how you would speak to a child. Maybe that's it. Like, you know, maybe it's even your inner child really, really assisting you, really cheering you on. And also you, them. Like, there's just this kind of like, it's beautiful, Gemini. It's like, it's so beautiful. It's like these gentle reminders to be like, it's okay, like, I'm going at my own pace. There's a pace to this. There's an unfolding of this. There's an elixir here happening, and the, you know, yeah, got the Hanged Man at the bottom. So I'm taking it all in, and ultimately surrendering and flowing and allowing this pace and kind of flowing with this pace. And the Knight of Cups is movement too, so there is this kind of like action that's being taken as well, and it's happening, okay? And like the people, places, and things that feel really celebratory and fun and inspiring and supportive, like that, there's an element with that. Like, definitely there's an element to what it is that you're magnetizing in when it comes to community and friendship, connection, and like celebration. It's like you're ready for a bit more fun, Gemini. But it's not just that either. It's like healthy connection in general. So I'm reading this card kind of a couple ways right now, where it's like this card talks about celebration, this card talks about, community and connection and socialization, but they also kind of look like they're squabbling too. So there's things that I sense that you've learned about, like dynamics with friction in them, and that in itself can bring into view what would feel better so much more, right? When you apply that wisdom that you've learned, if you've experienced those kind of dynamics. You certainly have grown with the Empress here. You know your worth, your power. And that's where I feel like that little gentle voice being like, you got this. Yeah, Gemini, you got this. The Temperance card is about curiosity too, and Gemini, you have a lot of curiosity, so if that's something that could be helpful, tap into that curious nature of yours to explore the potential and depth and opportunity and magic that comes with the Seven of Cups, you know, the whimsy. That's a card, that's a word I use a lot with this card because it's very whimsical, but it could also be very distorting. So it's an exploration. Was it in this reading or maybe was it in Taurus's? Because again, Taurus talked about this energy just in a different way, but it was an obstacle course, kind of like even a maze kind of thing, and just navigating it with a sense of curiosity, keeping your wits about you, knowing that you got what you need to navigate this and to find what it is you want to find, kind of thing. Interesting, Gemini. Okay, let's get to a Dragon Oracle card. Home. I really feel like there's a lot of energy being kind of put into home in yourself, home, your material home, and the home you find in others and them, you, and the kind of dynamics and relationships that you're looking to connect and create, you know, as well as deepen the ones that are already in your life. Like, and we have loss here. Interesting. I saw that card pop up several times when I was prepping the decks for you. Yeah, I may be talking to people that their friendship circles have changed a number of times. Even it's taught you a lot, but there's a lot of loss that comes with that as well. Maybe that's tied into the fragility in this energy. It's feeling fragile but fierce. That's the energy I'm seeing. It's raw but powerful, Gemini. Yeah, interesting. So it could be, again, like your community, your social community, but also like your physical community. There's a connection there with that. And like your home, your living space, your dwellings. But it's definitely ready for something new. In some way. It's already been laid. The eggs have been laid. So, it's in the works, Gemini. It's in the works. Nutrition. Okay. So, our bodies are our homes, our vessels, and really kind of paying attention to how you are feeding your body, how you are nutritionized. That's what I was going to say, but I know that that's not a word, but how the nutrients, and feeding your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, there's this beautiful trail in this card. It's like making sure you get out for some daily walks, see, green things. Yeah, there's definitely a waterfall in the back there too. Being out in nature could be really helpful. I mean, it always is. The revelations will come. taking care of yourself right now, and just taking care of your mind, body, and your spirit by, food and proper hydration, and going outside, resting as much as you can. Yeah. The revelations will come. Yes. They didn't want me to flip that card over. Eating green things could be helpful. Anything that's green that you like and that, you of course you're not allergic to. We've got Nooned the Truth and Intuition. Okay, yeah. There's definitely like, the truth. You've accessed it. There, I hear, like, what you want. You know what you want. It's just kind of like there's this sense of wondering, anticipation as to, like, when it's gonna happen. But I saw, like, literally, like, linens being unfolded. So it's all unfolding. It's a process, right, Gemini? With the Temperance here, there's the pace to it. There's also the sense of this, like, soft, like, Page of Cups, like, voice that we talked about. Kind of reminding you of the truth when and if you ever feel kind of spun out in the Seven of Cups energy, like, just up here, like, all the positive, like, just, again, the kind of spun out. There's a sense of this, like, soft, powerful whisper. And that's what the intuition is. The intuition is often, like, quiet, clear as a bell, and soft, whereas, like, anxiety and worry are loud, and, like, intrusive thoughts are like loud. And that intuitive voice, that, inner voice of yours, true, like, intuition, that true you, is often softer, but it's clear. It ping. It cuts through. It can cut through that anxiety and that worry and that wonder, and it can refocus the energy. See, Queen Nandi, intuition, exactly. So keep paying to your intuition. Yeah, secrets revealed. So there's things that, whoa, interesting. So secrets have been revealed. Like, again, that's why the truth. You know the truth of something. You know the truth of the situation. And there's this energy of, like, knowing the truth of how you feel as well, and having this clarity and bringing that clarity moving forward into what it is that you're nurturing, that you're cultivating, that you are keeping safe, keeping warm with these eggs that are hatching. What you're calling in, what you're magnetizing based on your, like, heart's desires and the experiences, and then the kind of energy you're wanting to call in, and the kind of energy that you're wanting to leave behind as well. It's all alchemy here. Feeding your body and being in your physical home, grounding in your body, resting, being in your, physical environment, right? Just your dwellings, nesting in your dwellings. Like, there's something with that too, with dwellings and community and the environment. And again, I just saw the unfolding linen. So it's all unfolding, Gemini. It's just kind of this space of anticipation, and that can be uncomfortable, okay? But keep listening to your intuition. dearest you, over here, there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that, even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as spirit weaves your life's mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Loving you so much, as always. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Oh, there is so much heart and soul. It's all heart and soul in this energy, Gemini. Wow. Okay, well, that's a beautiful place to end this reading. I hope it was helpful to you in some way. Thank you for being here, and I hope to catch you in another reading.